Another person who is a manager of Ferguson has resigned. This time, it was the city manager of Ferguson, John Shaw. Now, this comes, of course, after the scathing Justice Department report, basically that showed how Ferguson city officials and police had randomly targeted African Americans with fines and fees in order to fill city coffers, to fill budget holes, etc., etc. The report that detailed John Shaw's involvement in all of this is that he had seemed, quote, thrilled that revenue from the court fees and fines was rising. And this is according to the Huffington Post. When Shaw was told that gross revenue for 2012 had exceeded $2 million for the first time, the report said that he responded by saying, "Awesome. Thanks." Nobody should be really ecstatic when it comes to, hey, our city just collected more fines and fees from people who can't afford them. Your reaction shouldn't be, "Awesome. Yay." But apparently John Shaw was happy about it, and this is why the city council voted 7-0 to approve a, quote, mutual separation agreement. Now, Shaw, for his part, had been city manager since 2007, and he had said in a statement that he was, quote, working to better Ferguson. Once again, better Ferguson for who? For himself? For other people working in Ferguson? Because certainly the African American population of Ferguson would have something different to say about John Shaw's role. Now, his statement said, "I have done everything in my power to work with countless groups to bring about positive change and strengthen our community. Although I'm stepping down from my role as city manager and as a resident of Ferguson, I stand ready to assist in any way I can help for the community's future." Well, how about returning some of the money that you took from the people in fines and fees? How about that? That might help. Now, look, this Ferguson report is a disaster. And this guy is the fifth person to now either be fired or have resigned since the scathing report came up. Now, who else lost their job here? It would be Ferguson Municipal Judge Ronald Brockmeyer, who also had to resign due to the allegations that, of course, he had turned the municipal court into a, quote, city cash cow. You know, by continuously over-sentencing minorities with fines and fees they can't afford to pay, obviously putting them in jail, and of course, allegedly keeping his friends from getting tickets, and of course, I believe he was also the one that owed $170,000 in back taxes. Classy guy. I'm surprised and sort of shocked and dismayed that he isn't facing possible criminal charges at this point, which he should. The other people who, of course, lost their job is Ferguson Municipal Court Clerk Mary Ann Twitty, who was fired over some of the racist emails that we covered on a previous episode. In addition, 2 police department officials resigned last week, including one of the officials that supervised Darren Wilson, the officer who, of course, killed Michael Brown and was, and who the grand jury, of course, the DOJ didn't indict for the killing of Michael Brown. So there we go. More fallout from Ferguson. I mean, it's good that they're seeing that. Really, we're seeing them clean a little bit of house, because that city definitely needed some house cleaning. So, positive step, and hopefully the town of Ferguson can start to recover now. Afterwards, I mean, it worked elsewhere. Hopefully it'll work here.